Hey guys! So today I'm going to be doing my my July wrap-up. I'm sorry. It's August 1st. And I'm going to be doing the July wrap-up for this month. And I'm excited because I read books this month. I didn't read as much as I read the previous month because of reasons. I guess I just didn't really want to read as much this month. But I read a total of 4 books and 1 manga. So let's get into this. So the only manga I read this month, I think this is the only manga I read, and that is High School Debut Omnibus #1, which contains the first 3 volumes in the series. And this series is just absolutely adorable and cute and so sweet. I love the way she does blushing in the manga, and it's a really cute read. I love the flowers, and it's a fun shoujo series, and I just love it to death so much. And Yo is one of the best, like, boyfriend characters I've read about, so I cannot wait to read more of this. I read part of this with Melissa. We read the last volume completely together out loud in weird voices as the main characters because we're weird like that and awesome, and I was having so much fun with that. So this was definitely worth the read. I can't wait to start the second volume, or the second omnibus, which has 4, 5, and 6. I can't wait. The first novel I read this month was Maybe by Brent Runyon, and this was a decent novel, a decent YA novel. It's about this boy who his brother had died recently, and he is sort of living through life in high school and dealing with his grief, mostly through the grief process, at least through the last half of the book. But the rest of it is about kind of his, like, I don't want to say, he's a teenage boy. And so he's thinking a lot about sex lately, and that's like the thing that revolves around his life is sex and getting laid. And I kind of enjoyed this book. I thought it was pretty good. It was kind of hard to read his character just because it got a little annoying listening to him talk about sex so much. But it's realistic too because he's a teenage boy nonetheless, so it made sense. But I just didn't really enjoy it that much. But I did like the grief process at the end of this novel. The graveyard scene at the end, oh, it was so great, you guys. So this was a pretty good novel. I would recommend it. I gave it like 3 stars. The next book I read was also pretty good for me, really good actually, and that is Beautiful by Amy Reed. This is her debut novel, and this was what came out in 2009, I believe. And this is about a girl named Cassie, who she recently moves to a new town, and she starts a new school, and in her old school she was the good girl, always, straight girl, always getting good grades, never doing anything bad. And then when she gets into this new school, she makes new friends, and she decides that she wants to be friends with these people that are into drugs and a lot of bad stuff. And I liked this book as well. I thought it was really good. I thought it was incredibly dark, and I absolutely hated Alex, who is the girl that she meets in this novel. Absolutely hated her. She is horrible. Absolutely horrible. And just the worst human being I've ever read about in a long time, at least. And, oh, I hated her so much. She spread this rumor around the school that someone was a lesbian, and then that person gets beat up by this group of kids, and then she leaves school. And then Alex says that she just literally made up that whole thing. I hate Alex so much. But it was still a good book. I still liked it. Cassie was still sort of annoying, but, main characters don't have to be, likable to be good. So I did, enjoy reading this book. I kept reading, it kept me reading, and I did like it a lot. So I would give this like 4 stars. It was pretty good. I don't know why I'm giving star ratings for these books. I never give star ratings anymore. But I'm gonna do it anyway, I guess. The next book I read was so wonderful, and that's Far From You by Lisa Schroeder. This is her second novel, and this is the novel that came after I Heart You, You Haunt Me. It's not a sequel or anything, but it's just her next novel that she wrote. And this book was so good, you guys. It's written in verse, so it's really easy to read. I read this for the Booktubeathon this year, and this is the only book I read for the Booktubeathon, but I absolutely loved it. It totally destroyed me. I was so emotional by the end of the book. I cried pretty darn good in this book. It was so fantastic. It's about a girl whose mother dies of cancer recently, and she's still going through the grief process. Her father, this is like a year or two later after that, her father remarries to this other woman, and she has a kid, and now she has a little baby brother, I think, or sister. I can't remember if it was a boy or girl. Oh my god. But I really loved this book, and there's a, you know, the main plot is that she has to move on from her life and accept her new mother and her new baby sister or brother, and it was really wonderful. I cried. It was so good. I love this author. You have to read Lisa Schroeder. She is amazing. And then the last book I read this month is The Lost Prince by Julie Kagawa. This book was a huge improvement on the Iron Face series. Absolutely huge. I can't wait to read the next book in this series so badly. I want it so much. This is a book about Ethan Chase, who is Megan's younger brother, who was kidnapped when he was 4 years old when you read in the Iron Face series. This is technically the 5th book in the series, but you don't have to read the first 4 to understand this, I don't think. There are characters that's going to pop up into the book that you'll learn about, but you don't have to read it to read this. And this is about Ethan and him being 16 now, and he basically gets involved in the Never Never again through circumstances, and it's really good, you guys. It is so good. I freaking love this book. Highly recommend it. Ethan was a badass in this book. He knows Kali, which is a Filipino fighting style, I believe, and it's like using weapons and sticks to defend yourself against people, and it was really cool. I love that. And also he meets a girl named Kenzie, who I love Kenzie. I love her so much. Kenzie and Ethan for life. They are so adorable together, and they're just so perfect together. I love them. I also love the description of Ethan's character, just because, I mean, obviously he's Asian, of Asian descent. I forget which I think he's Japanese? I don't remember it ever being mentioned. But yeah, of course, like Megan, of course. But he also has short, you know, you can see short spiked hair, and then you can't see it on the cover, but he has like it's either an eyebrow piercing or a lip piercing. One or the other. He describes wanting to have a lot of piercings, but his parents wouldn't let him. And I don't know, I like that. I like that edgy kind of look to him. I think that's great. I also love the other characters. Kieran was really wonderful, and I also loved Razor, which is Kieran's gremlin. Oh my god, Razor was fantastic and wonderful. He was so funny. I loved him so much. I also loved reading about the characters that come in from the Iron Face series that I liked. Namely Puck and Gromalkin. Oh my god, I'm so happy that they came back in this book. I highly recommend this book. It was so wonderful. 5 stars for me. It was so beautiful. I loved it so much. So, those are the books that I read this month, in the month of July. Oh my goodness. I only read 4, but, you know, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna start school this month, so we'll see how many books I read next month. I don't know. Hopefully I don't go on a 5-month hiatus like last year, or last time. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time, alright? Bye-bye!